Hello everyone, this is Fode Emeritus Camera Legal Health Right. You can follow me on WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and that of my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss a principle under the law of mercantile, to be precise the Sale of Goods Act 1893. Who is an unpaid seller and the rights of an unpaid seller. Today my discussion will be as short as a lady's miniskirt. Now, who is an unpaid seller as prescribed under the Sale of Goods Act 1893 section 38? In a nutshell, an unpaid seller is someone who has not been paid for his or her goods, or someone who has been paid partly or part payment. But however, there are rights of an unpaid seller as prescribed under the same Sale of Goods Act, commonly known as what? The right in lien, the right to stoppage in transit, and the right to resell. But for this tutorial, we are going to discuss two rights. The right to resell will be discussed in the upcoming tutorial. Now, how does an unpaid seller claim the right in lien as prescribed under the Sale of Goods Act 1893 section 41, 42, 43? A right in lien can only be imputed if the goods are in the possession of the seller. Now, let's say for instance, if I ask a cobbler to mend my shoes, and he does mend my shoes, and I fail to pay the cobbler, then the cobbler has the right to hold my shoes until the money is paid. So in such situation, it is deemed as a right in lien. The right to hold my goods, the right to hold my shoes, or the right to hold the goods until the money is paid is known as the right in lien. But however, the moment the seller loses possession of the goods, then the right to lien cannot be imputed. This brings us to the right to stoppage in transit as prescribed or registered under the Sale of Goods Act 1893 section 44, 45, 46. The right to stoppage in transit is a situation wherein if the goods have the carrier or a bailee heading towards the buyer, in the process of transit, the seller realizes that the buyer cannot dispense his liability anymore, or the buyer is in a state of an insolvent situation where he cannot dispense his liability anymore. In such situation, the seller has the right to call back the goods. But the moment the goods reaches the buyer or the buyer's agent, then such a right cannot be imputed. Maybe the unpaid seller will claim for what? The money or the price. But such a right, which is right to stoppage in transit, cannot be imputed. The right to resell will be discussed in the upcoming tutorial. As I say, the law is a beautiful thing. Be inspired. Comment, like and share. This tutorial is for self-edification as a popular demand made by my viewers. So understand this principle and do further readings with your books and